Hi guys, I'm Mel.
And I'm Jane.
And we're from IntimacyTV. We were all about raw conversations and real education. Okay, so today we're going to discuss with baby this is the third Musketeer. So everybody,
There you go.
You can say hi to the little munchkin head here.
Yeah.
He's wanting to be part of the act today, so
excited she is.
we couldn't get her to sleep, so she wants to join. You watch yourself on TV, okay? Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about how to get into your feminine energy. Now, the reason why we're doing this particular topic is because someone actually asked us about, I think it was Julia, wasn't it?
Yeah, Julia.
Julia had asked about a week ago and said, you know, how do I get into my feminine energy a little bit faster? But I think before we do that, we need to explain a little bit about this masculine and feminine energy. So for those of you that don't understand what it is, it's not about, you know, if you're feminine, meaning that you are, you know,
weak, girly.
Yeah, weak, girly, you have to wear dresses, that you're, you know, housewife or anything. And if you're in your masculine energy, it doesn't mean that you're blah, blah, blah. You've got to ride motorbikes and all this other stuff. It's actually not about that at all. So, Jane, can you explain the difference between masculine and feminine energy?
Okay, so we both have these two energies within us, the masculine and feminine. It's like the yin and yang. And it's operate within each of us. And we have one dominant energy. So for the majority of men, they will have masculine energy at their core. And for a lot of women, they will have feminine energy at their essence. What that means is when you tap into your core energy and you spend time in that space, you're a lot more happier and more fulfilled. Compared to if you go into the opposite energy and operate in that space, majority of the time, you get tired, drained, exhausted, unfulfilled, you name it. So for a lot of women, the thing that people don't know is
Mummy can't concentrate.
the thing when it comes to masculine and feminine energy is that you think about cavemen and cavewomen. Men were used to be hunters and providers and protectors of the family. And it's their job to go out and hunt and provide. And for a lot of women back then, their job were to stay at home, nurture the family, taking care of the kids, and the roles were very divided, and they were quite happy in those roles.
Because they're very clear, weren't they? Yeah.
And that's where masculine and feminine energy were, were operated in that space. Compared to the modern day where women actually go out and hunt and provide.
Yeah, we are now. We're doing both.
We're doing both.
Yeah.
And there's actually no manuals for us in terms of how we shift this energy in a resourceful way or in a healthy way. And a lot of women believe that in order for them to succeed in the men's world, they have to put on this power coat and have to be masculine and as aggressive.
It's like we could hear it, like Superwoman, Lady Balls, you name it. Yeah.
And in that space, I'm not saying it's a wrong thing or right thing. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of women put on that power coat and they operate in that space not knowing that will drain their energy.
So I know for myself, I've ran most of my life in my masculine energy. And I really believed that I was masculine at my core, and then I learned that I was wrong. And, then I also thought that I had more power. I also thought that I had more power when, I put on my lady balls.
Yeah.
And someone has got a lot to say about this. She's like, I've got so many words.
Yeah.
I always thought that I needed to be in my masculine energy, not just to get shit done, but it was to, be more powerful because I was playing in a man's world. But what I've started learning in the last 12 months is that I need to harness my feminine energy at work and at home within my relationships to get what I want. And it's actually quite a powerful energy.
I think the myth around masculine and feminine energy is that
She's very distracting.
Yeah, she is. I'm trying to concentrate. I think what is feminine energy has been misinterpreted, because feminine energy used to be thought as being a princess and being girly and soft and feminine.
Yeah.
That's just a part of it. It's not the whole picture about what feminine energy is. Feminine energy is powerful. You think about water. Water can be soft at the same time very powerful.
Yeah, exactly. Like it can flow nicely, but then when it wants to, it can actually just be such a force that it creates waterfalls.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's powerful.
And the thing that people don't realise, when you're first in a relationship, what got you attracted to each other is the opposite of energy. And they say,
stop talking so much.
what normally people don't realise is the sexual energy is what got you attracted to each other. Is because you have separate forces. So for example, when you first go out on a date, generally a feminine woman at the core, it doesn't matter if she occasionally tap into masculine energy.
She's just talking, by the way. I know. She's learning about the feminine energy. You talk and I'll take.
So what was I saying?
Feminine energy.
Yeah. So what attracted to you both in the beginning is the masculine and feminine energy. People say that opposite attracts. And it's not just about the traits or the personalities, actually the opposite of the energies. And the more the polarity of the energy, the more the sexual chemistry, the more attraction happens. And that usually happens during dating space, or what you call the honeymoon phase, where everything is nice and happy. And people actually stay in their core energy.
Right, okay.
What normally changes in a relationship in long term is that men often forget that women are not just nurturers and a housewife anymore. She does go and hunt and provide. And hence that requires her to tap into her masculine energy. And because of that, she runs on adrenaline, she runs on exhaustion and tiredness. And when she gets home, she doesn't just relax and put her feet, on the couch, and read newspaper, like most men do. She actually has a house and a kids to actually take care of. So she doesn't really get to recharge her energy. And people didn't realize that when you tap into the opposite energy, it takes a lot more effort and energy for you to operate in that space. For a lot of men, if you don't recharge your masculine energy and you keep going into feminine energy thinking, and this is the mistake in a lot of dating spaces, a lot of guys think that if you become the women's friends or the friend zone, then if you've been really nice and friendly to the girls, then she will pay attention to you. She will, give you that attention back. So wrong. Because what you do is collapse the polarity of the energy. You instantly get friend zone. Because what a women want, especially strong women, is they want the strong man, the alpha male.
Yeah.
But
the resourceful alpha males.
The resourceful alpha
good
male.
alpha males.
And what that means is a man who knows his purpose, who knows what he's here for, and who not afraid to tap into the space of power. And it's very rare to see these days, because we associate being alpha means being aggressive or abusive, being a jerk on us. So because of that space, a lot of men actually afraid to tap into that power. And because men don't tap into that power in the space of a relationship, if you need to get shit done, women have to.
Oh my God. Okay, so I found that in the last, recently, I've been able to be in my feminine energy. And because guys weren't taking the lead, as we call it, they were forcing me to actually get shit done and to choose the dates and the time and the place and stuff. And it was like, don't make me do that. Then I'll go into my masculine energy. So, all right, so I want you to explain, while I walk Bubs around so I'm walking this works, can you explain to everybody some tricks for women to tap into their feminine energy?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the number one key is awareness. To realize that a lot of the time, your core energy, especially for a lot of strong women, is actually feminine. And tap into feminine energy does not mean that you're weak. It's actually very powerful. And for a lot of guys, tap into masculine energy doesn't mean you're a jerk or you're an ass. It's actually to be true to more of who you are. You tap to your inner power. And the key for a lot of strong women, and by the way, strong women weren't born strong. They had to be strong. They were forced to be in a situation where they believe that they have to be strong to survive. Hence, there's a lot of strong, powerful women. And I'm grateful to have that space where women can thrive in the workplace. But when you get home and you operate in that space, it destroys relationship, it destroys chemistry, it destroys intimacy. And it's not a nice thing to come home to where you know that you're tired and exhausted and you resent your partner for not stepping up. And you hear this so many times where women keep telling men to step up. Men don't have a clue what this means at all. When you tell men to step up, what the heck does that mean? Well, I'm decoding this. In the women's language, it means, please help me. I'm in desperate need for help. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out, and I need you to help me get into my feminine energy. I need you. And if men hear this, instantly, as a warrior, as a protector and provider, he will go into that space to give you that emotional support. But instead of telling men what they need, instead of telling men what women really desire, they keep nagging men. And they think that if you chop his balls, or if you wear the pants, then he will get frustrated and get into masculine energy. It doesn't work that way. The only way, and the most simple way for men to tap into masculine energy is for you to go into feminine energy. It's this vicious cycle where you want him to change first before you do. And it's keep going on and on and on, and he will feel the same. He will feel like, well, if she's a bit more feminine and girly and a bit more nicer to me, then maybe I'll be the man she deserves. And this, like I said, it's nearly destroyed my relationship. 4 years ago, I keep telling my husband to step up, to man up,
grow balls.
Grow some balls. Because I was wearing the pants. And if you think about a king and a queen chair, and just think about your relationship in that space as a kingdom. If you keep sitting in the king's chair, where the heck does he have to go? Into the queen's chair. And you're asking him and resenting him for it to be in that space because, well, you're hoarding his space. And vice versa. The roles have to be redefined, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's in your friendship. It's redefined in a way that you need to know what your core energy is. And if for a lot of women, I'm not saying there's no masculine women at the core, I'm sure there are, but majority of women actually have feminine energy at their core. And because of that, it's your job, it's not his role, his job, his responsibility, it's your job to actually tap into your core energy. And for a lot of strong women, to learn that feminine energy is powerful beyond any imagination, beyond. And by you doing that, you actually give yourself the permission to be you. You give your man permission to be himself. And the quickest and easiest way to tap into feminine energy is actually, for me, it's anchoring. If you're in a relationship for a long time, and you keep going home and wearing that power coat, I suggest maybe you have a conversation with your husband or your partner and create this anchor where you know the moment you guys do that, you easily have to go back into your energy. Like, for example, we have this thing. What we do is when my husband goes home or when I go home, we instantly will give each other a hug and a kiss. And that's for us to know that we're home, we're safe. We just had to relax and chill. And that allows us, it was very awkward in the beginning, but then after that, it gets easier. And the moment he kissed me and hugged me, I feel like, I'm safe. And another thing for women to do is don't forget to recharge your power. Feminine energy is associated with going with the flow. Hence, being a mum, I had to learn to tap more into my feminine energy.
Yeah, mums tend to tap into their masculine energy to get shit done.
You have to get shit done.
Yeah.
So to learn more to go with the flow, to actually have more confidence in yourself, and to ask for help more, to reach out, you know, go to your happy place, whatever that might be. For me, my happy place is the beach. So when I go to the beach, and especially being in nature, being creative is the quickest and easiest way to tap into feminine energy for a lot of strong women.
I actually find for myself, because I've always been, I'm classified apparently as an alpha female, two things work for me. Number one, definitely going into nature. Getting in with nature really, really works
And
for me.
music as well.
And dancing. So music is very powerful for me. But definitely dancing. I put on some tunes and sometimes I'll dance for a minimum 20 minutes. All right, you. I'll dance for a minimum 20 minutes. And I find that when I do that, that really, really helps to anchor me into my feminine energy.
Yeah. So, I think we're just going to have to end this a bit quicker. I'm just checking to see if there's any questions so far. I hope that really helped, guys. Wondering if there's any questions you want to ask while we're here. I'm just waiting for maybe a couple of minutes. And like I said, you know, it's your job to tap into your core energy. If you're a man and you're wondering how the hell do I step into my masculine energy, the quickest and easiest way is actually exercise. Men need to exercise. And I keep saying that to my husband.
Oh, that's imperative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you do exercise, you get a lot of testosterone pumping, and that helps you get into the space of power, and finding your purpose, finding your mission, guys. That's what you're here for. And when you do that, you don't have to try to be this alpha male. The energy radiates from the inside out. And you know, that's why a lot of men are very attractive, because they walk with confidence, they know who they are. And the key for both men and women is finding more about who you are and be in that space more often. Allow yourself to be all of you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that for women being masculine is bad. Not at all. Not at all. But it has to be in the right place, right time. You know, I know a lot of people saying, oh, you're women, you should be always feminine. I'm like, well, if I'm always in feminine energy, how do I get shit done? Are you going to go home and clean up for me? So, if you're in a business, I get that you have to go into masculine energy, because it's all about getting shit done. You're very driven, very determined, you've got a target and you need to hit that target. It's all cool. But when you go home, go back to that space, and it requires a lot of communication between the men and the women, especially if you are in a relationship, to communicate in ways that work for you. What I share works for us. And find a way that works for you to allow you both to be more fulfilled in your own core energy. And if you're single, and if you're a female, an alpha female, like Mel, you know, she has done a lot of work in terms of letting go and tap more into feminine energy, so she can attract the guy, the resourceful masculine that she wants. Because otherwise you keep attracting an alpha male that unresourceful, i.e. an asshole, and very aggressive, and she'll get frustrated. So that's sort of the vicious cycle that you run. Or if you're not tapping into your masculine energy the resourceful way, then you keep attracting stronger alpha female, because we attract what we lack, the opposite. So I hope that really helps, and if you have any questions, please feel free to send it our way. I'm sure I'm going to do another few videos around masculine and feminine energy, because you can see this is my passion. And I'm so sorry with the baby crying. The background's a bit hard to
Well,
concentrate.
she's not crying, she's just talking a lot. She's saying, I'm hungry. She's actually ready to eat now. Wasn't before. Go figure.
So I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Like I said, we're going to do a few more of these. Send us your questions, anything at all. Any hot topics.
Yeah, any hot topics that you've got, private message us. We're fine with that. And we're happy to address them. In our magazine, every month we do. My phone's ringing. We do put questions in there, and it is we keep your identity private, and we generally put 2 that are not only tough questions, but they'll be questions that are common. And we put them in our magazine, so if you want to learn more, make sure that you grab our magazine. We'll pop the link up. It is a free magazine for you to get every single month. This is the month of love, so we're covering everything to do with exes, how to get over your ex, how to parent with your ex. We're covering the Mardi Gras, which is coming up, and of course everything to do with Valentine's and love. We are doing a radio interview in about an hour.
Yep.
So once that is an hour or so, we'll be putting that up before we go live. And feel free to log on in and actually get that done. But this one needs to be fed.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.